to the Vyasa Puja, 68th Vyasa Puja of His Holiness Bhaktimarga Swami Maharaj. We are just starting, and right now we're having the Aarti, the 6 p.m. Aarti at ISKCON Toronto. Maharaj is leading the Aarti, and we will make some more announcements shortly at 6:30.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Haraya Namah Krishnaya Devaya Namah Yadavaya Madhavaya Devaya Namah Gopal Govindaram Srimad Sudama Girisari Gopinata Madana Moha Chaitanya Nityananda Yadvaita Sita Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad-gita Sri Rupa Sanatan Bhakti-raghunath Sri Kapala Lekshai Gosaya Gori Karana Pandana Jaho Kitjana Sapurana Lekshai Gosaya Jana Nitarada Sasavara Padarinu Panchaka Bhaktira Charana Sri Bhakta Samipa Sajaname Janame Hoy Apilas Hey Saiko Saikami Prajapalapa Radha Krishna Nitya Leela Bhavila Pratha Anande Bolo Hari Bhajapandapa Guru Vaishnava Guru Vaishnava Shri Guru Vaishnava Pada Padmat Moriya Nama Sankirtana Kore Kumokha Hori Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Hori Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Maladavaya Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Maladavaya Yadavaya Namaha Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Saraswati Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada, Ananta Bhakti Vaishnava Ki, Nama Charisha Haridasa Koriki, Praise God, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Siya Kriti Gadada Vasudi Gaurava Ki, Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopina, Rama Kunda Radha Kunda Iti Govardhan Ki, Sri Vrindavan Ki, Janabhakti Vaipuratam Ki, Gangavai Ki, Janavai Ki, Bhakti Devi Ki, Tulsi Devi Ki, Hari Nam Sankirtan ki, Hari Har Bharatanda ki, Samma Tera Bhakta Vritti, Jure Gunam ki, glory to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna, glory to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna, glory to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna, glory to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, Namo Devotee, Hare
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
everyone.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Very nice evening. Good fall autumn season. Thanksgiving Giving Day weekend is coming up, and let us always have that as our day.
Hare Krishna. So while Maharaj is getting ready, just want to start the program here. My name is Ainda Das, and I'm very humbled today to serve as the host. And I'm sharing this service with Her Grace Vaishnavi Mataji and Rukmini Mataji and Rameshwar Prabhu. Swami Vyas Puja is very most blessed day for us disciples and friends and well-wishers. So we welcome you all to this wonderful event. Maharaj had played tremendous role in all our lives, and by assimilating knowledge and sharing with us and helping us whenever we stumble. So today is a very auspicious day, and we seek blessing from Maharaj on this day. Most importantly, Maharaj has shown us the path of devotion, the Bhaktimarga. So, and we are eternally grateful to him for that. We will be also, we want to honor all the devotees and well-wishers who has joined and in this online Vyasa Puja.
Nice.
We all wanted to be in presence of Maharaj on this day, but unfortunately, due to the current situations, we have to do it online. And because we're not able to do it because of COVID situations. Maharaj is currently in Toronto temple, and there are some devotees there. Next, we will be doing, we'll be having the Guru Puja and the foot bathing ceremony. It will be conducted by some devotees who are present at the temple. So we will be waiting for a few minutes to see if Maharaj is ready. Okay, I think Maharaj is ready.
Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sarma Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Ande Mohi Shavadhana
Yes, before ending the next we will have the documentary. After
Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna. So we'll now have Guru Puja to His Holiness Bhaktimarga Swami and the foot bathing ceremony. While we are waiting, just for some devotees, let me just give a brief introduction to Maharaj. Maharaj is also known as the walking monk. Maharaj joined ISKCON in 1973, and he walks extensively and is featured in the media internationally. Maharaj does the walk to inspire greener life, to promote pilgrimage through connection with the divine and nature, and then also to honor our teachers, His Holiness Bhaktimarga Swami Ki, and also to do fundraising, as he calls it. So the first walk was in 1996 to commemorate the 100 years anniversary of Srila Prabhupada, and he walked coast to coast in Canada 4 times and in US 1 time. So we will now start the Guru Puja. Hare Krishna. So during the foot bathing ceremony, Amala Purana Mataji will be singing.
Okay, wonderful. Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. This amazing kirtan by Amala Purana Mataji to glorify our spiritual master. Amazing. Thank you, Mataji. There you go. So next we will have a presentation of the documentary of His Holiness Bhaktimarga Swami during his walk. So I will be presenting that. Just give me one.
Prabhu, can you hear me? Hare Krishna.
Very good.
Prabhu, I was thinking that we can do the Pushpanjali, then we can follow the rest of the program.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So we can give the flowers to everyone. So those who have flowers on the one line, you can use, offer your flowers. So we'll do 3 times Pushpanjali. Samadanam Timirandasya Dhananjana Saladaya Chunjana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namayam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasvachate Deshatarine Namayam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktimarga Swami Namine Deve Pushpanjalam Samadanam Timirandasya Dhananjana Saladaya Chundritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namayam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasvachate Deshatarine Namayam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktimarga Swami Namine Pushpanjali. Samadanam Timirandasya Dhananjana Saladaya Chunjana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namayam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasvachate Deshatarine Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktimarga Swami Namine Ki 68 Vyas Puja Maharaj ki Yeah, next program. Continue.
His Holiness Bhaktimarga Swami Ki. Yeah. So next we will project the documentary from Maharaj during his walks, where Maharaj shares all these deep thoughts and realizations. So after that, then we will have we'll project some of the Maharaj went for a walk today with some devotees. So we have some pictures and small video clip that we'll show, and then we'll move on to hear from Maharaj at 7:30. That's the highlight of today. After that, then we will have all the devotees present their offerings. So moving on to the next part of the program, I'll present that documentary. Hare Krishna.
Why walk? On the road, there are so many enlightening moments. Lots of thought processing goes on in the minds of travelers as they are in motion. For a walker, there is no exception. I walk 7 to 8 hours on a daily basis, but this is an extreme. The truth behind walking is to use it as a means to seek the divine. We begin our journey by looking all around us, trying to discover the sacred in everything we meet, and then bit by bit, the landscape transforms. Time seems to stand still, and slowly we begin to construct a world whose main protagonist is the divine. Imagine a monk impervious to the fury of the elements, tirelessly crossing the Canadian landscape. It was the 100th anniversary of my teacher, Bhaktimarga Swami, and I wanted to remember him by offering him my heart and my feet. That is my reason for walking. I began by practicing detachment from worldly affairs, to suffer the consequences of being exposed to snow, the cold, the heat, and mosquitoes. Krishna explains that dualities, such as winter and summer, they come and go, as does happiness and distress. One must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. From this natural law of cause and effect, one might be wise to study the nature of the world and the impetus behind troubled times. Hardship is something we cannot avoid, but tolerance is something we can invite. There's no doubt that there is struggle in the matter of walking, even in this almost perfect climate and in clean mountain air. I'm not much worried about grisly encounters, but I'm cautious. I enjoy the trekking. You do get your aches and pains for sure. The mind may try to agitate. Regarding pedestrian pain or fatigue, it's better to have a physical ache or pain with a peaceful mind than to have a pampered lifestyle with an agitated mind. To draw an analogy, we all get stuck in a body, and our actions plunge us deeper into a mire. I told myself I'm so glad I don't own a vehicle. But I do have one, this body. When I see a sign that reads, "Men at work," I know that someone is trying to make improvements. Better to get it unstuck and work my way towards a spiritual body. I see a polarized world. On one side, anguish and confusion. When people struggle with apparently unresolvable issues, an uncertain horizon, an internal growing void is created. And many try to fill it up with alcohol, drugs, or other forms of escape. On the other side, I see people who are widening their spiritual horizons, folks who seek and find the light. What is your idea? To recapture that deep and liberating concept that says, I am not this body, that I am my soul, the spirit that is inside my body. When the recovery of these principles is achieved, we are ready to obtain deeper and long-lasting relations. And then there is another principle called grace. It is something we have not deserved or perhaps desired. It appears to be an unearned favor. Sometimes we must beg for this grace. Let me correct myself. It might be a good idea to always beg for grace. The art of walking is of secondary importance. It is the people you meet and observe that make it all worthwhile. There are two different kinds of monks: those who are hermits and live in solitude, and those who just want to hit the road, go out, get inspired, and meet people. I'm told that I appear like a tiny saffron speck. Although small in dimension, I stand out at a distance. A driver coming around the bend will suddenly see a speck becoming bigger and bigger until he passes by. Am I a speck? Because I'm certainly not a saffron-clad monk. The monk is only a role that's played out. I'm not these saffron robes either. They are a cover for the body, and the body is a cover for the soul. I am a soul, which is a mere speck according to Vedic authority. The self, or the Atma in Vedic terms, is small, nevertheless significant. When I walk along the road, the tiniest of bugs may land upon my bald head. Despite the bug's minuteness, I feel his presence significantly, especially if he bites. Small can be profound, even important. When we identify with our tiny spirit and we come to the point of service to the big spirit, then we become very significant. So many artists and poets have sung and written about the travels on the road as a metaphor on life. You hit low points and valleys, and high points and elevation. You also see the road as a link to destinations where experiences take place. I generally look for alternative wayside roads that angle along to meet the highway. There we find peace. I find there's no better way than with this low-tech, highly organic approach. Our bodies are designed so that half of them are made of legs. I believe in using them. There's something about the movement of the body that makes you sensitive to your spirit. Walking while chanting is like dancing to music. The master of chanting, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, explained there is no hard and fast rule for chanting. It is really a matter of preference. My preference is walking. For me, walking and chanting are most compatible. I might as well move the mouth at the same time and turn the walk into a pilgrimage. Well, that's why I'm out here chanting. I'm not just walking. I'm chanting towards freedom. Entering the Rocky Mountains, leaving the open plains behind, now amidst the jolly green giants. Walking with a river by your side is like having a cheerleader to prod you on. In Canada, we have plenty of clean streams that energize all in close proximity to them. Here, with the mountains all around you, hearing transcendental messages, the most significant of which is the statement, "Death is artificial." There's some strong implication here. Perhaps you would like to think about that statement. There is life in death with the emergence of the soul, even when an entity apparently bites the dust. Not a sign of life in it. So where did the Atma go? The answer lies in karma, which is often too complex to make order or shape out of it. On the road, you get both life and death. The closeness of motorists is like prana, the life force. Many signs of death are apparent on the highway, and the numerous crucifixes erected to demarcate automobile mishaps. For millennia, sages in India have roamed on foot for the sake of self-improvement and wisdom. I would also say that pilgrimage offers both benefits. When you share the stories of what you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, that is what makes the walk clearly divine, clearly devotional. The road is a marvelous vein through nature. And walking allows the time and space to absorb all that's around. From trees, we learn tolerance. From wind, creativity. From water, gravity. From the sun and moon, energy. And from people, hospitality and kindness. I only wish that the world could be with me to experience it. If you are lucky, you can catch it at the right hour. Somewhere at dawn.
I gotta tell you good son. Hey, yeah. Got something I need to say. I'll till it gets out of my way. Talking, don't you hang your head. Talking, walking, that's what I said. Many rules, many rules, many rules, many rules. Yeah, did you cut your own or was it there for you?
Hare Krishna. Thank you for watching this video on the many works that Maharaj does and his deep thoughts and realizations. Today, Maharaj was also working with a few devotees in GTA. So we have a few clippings, a few pictures, not too many, but just to show what happened today. I'm just going to show that as well in a minute.
Type of the leaves that you get in the fall. And then you see the cones, that one on the top.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a hairy thing. That that gives you like a tea.
Yeah.
It's like you can make a nice tea out of that, and it's like a lemon tea. If you soak it in water and strain it, and then add some maple syrup or honey, it's just like lemonade, but it's a pink lemonade. Like it's a good source of vitamin C. So that's and here are the seeds. See these seeds?
Or do you have it like this?
And each seed has a little parachute.
Ivy,
These things open up like fluff, and once the pods dry up, they open up, and Vayu, the wind comes and tosses them in the air, and there's new milkweed. And it's the monarch butterfly that thrives on this.
Is that edible?
You're a monarch. Okay, let's see your wings, buddy.
Is it edible?
No.
Are they toxic now?
No.
So that was the walk that happened today. Just before Maharaj came to the temple, there were a few devotees who went with him. Also, we have a video clipping of devotees who are sending wishes from other temples. So we have one from Alachua Temple here.
So I think all of us want to wish Bhaktimarga Swami a happy birthday. He is a very, very special devotee, always upbeat, always positive, always dancing, always encouraging everyone, and we miss him a lot here. So why don't we all offer him a Hare Krishna Maha Mantra blessing for his birthday. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ki Jai. Hope you can feel that all the way up in Canada.
Very well. So that was Mukhya Mataji, Temple President of Alachua Temple. Next, we will have a discourse by Maharaj on. I'm just going to stop. So Maharaj will be giving a class, a discourse, like he says, and we'll be starting shortly. Once we and after the class, then we will have all the offerings.
Okay.
Just while we are getting ready. Yeah, so while we're getting ready, Maharaj is here. So Maharaj, would you please give us share some of your realizations and thoughts with us today on your first day of your Vyasa Puja celebration? Thank you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Maharaj, we can.
Okay. Om Jnana Timarandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurun Militanyena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkest ignorance. My spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisance unto him. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. I don't have too much to say, but I would say that this is a day of gratitude. And if we look at the different days, the 365 days on a calendar on a regular basis, there's always someone who's got a birthday somewhere. Someone's appearing, someone is disappearing, someone's going through challenges. And yet what we have to actually be looking at is that every day is very special, every day is important. And I feel very blessed myself to have the company that I do, my spiritual family. As you know, I never got married. I never partnered up with anybody. I never had children. But for me, it's okay. I feel more blessed than most people who have gone through that kind of experience. So I have all of you. I have my brothers and sisters, which are my God brothers and God sisters, my God's siblings, you can say. And I have my elders. Well, when I joined, Prabhupada was the person that we looked up to. He was our father or grandfather, depending on the way you look at it from an age point of view. And then I also understood that Prabhupada wasn't alone. The tradition has it that we have a parampara system. We have so many devotees who are there from the past, giving us enlightenment, giving us teachings and lessons. And right from the time of Lord Krishna, I feel blessed that Krishna is our ultimate Holy Father. He was there from the beginning and he'll be there to the end. So for me, my life is like, it's broad, it's expansive. Everywhere around me, I have support, and I always feel that support very much. So it's my day to actually express my gratitude. And, you know, this is like, in many ways, it's like any other day of the year for me. And it's another day of service. You know, service is the dharma of the soul. We all have different obligations, duties to perform, but the underlying factor is that we all have service. That's something that stays with us forever. It is just a concomitant factor of the living entity. So that's, people have been very kind to me today. I've been receiving messages all over, and in many ways I feel I don't deserve it. It's been a little hard to keep up. Now I have to answer everybody. I don't know, but if I can't get to everybody who sent messages by some means, shape or form, please forgive me. But I really mean it, that whoever sent some love out there, I reciprocate, and I thank you very much. I'm passionate about spreading Krishna consciousness in the zone that I'm responsible for as a governing body commissioner. This year, our zone geographically has been expanded upon. As you know, I've been with Gopal Krishna Maharaj, His Holiness, working in Canada, and but it's been expanded. We have been added on to our what's called the North zone a few I should say United States now, some states in America. So now we have Alaska, we have Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Montana, and Wyoming. They have been, let's say, latched on to our Canadian zone. So we call ourselves the North Zone. It means a little bit more responsibility, but I'm very excited about this area, the northern region. We have Yellowstone National Park included in our zone. So we've got all these bison, and we've got deer and wolves and grizzly bears and wolverines and all that. So we have access. Of course, our primary duty is to reach out to human beings, and they are the ones that are responding mostly to the wisdom that Srila Prabhupada has given us. I'm very proud of the devotees in our area who have made strong efforts to spread Krishna consciousness through their book distribution. Our figures are going up, and even during this pandemic time, this time of great challenge, no one has been deterred. I guess people are wondering how it's possible to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books or Bhaktivedanta Book Trust publications during this trying time. But lo and behold, we have our good friend Vaisheshika Prabhu and his good wife and others who are very creative and have come up with just fantastic ideas and for sharing Krishna consciousness. So these are highlights. We are working as an undercurrent this year in trying to establish new centers, ISKCON centers through different parts of Canada. So you can say we are growing. I would like to say that our movement has been maturing in just the way we handle ourselves from the early days when we were a bunch of young whippersnappers and sometimes working with the law, sometimes not so much, or just feeling we're transcendental and we don't have to listen to any authority. We are the authority. Krishna is our authority. That attitude was there. But we have matured, and we're behaving and trying to be very sattvic people in the mode of goodness, and sincerely searching for making spiritual advancement. I think it's the duty of every devotee, member of ISKCON, they have an obligation to not only to the world, but to themselves by just being a good person. Srila Prabhupada was asked this, what do you want of us, Prabhupada? And he said, I would like you to be proper ladies and gentlemen. So, to be basically good citizens, law-abiding people. And we follow laws on two levels. The laws are follow the laws of the land that you're in, and also adhere to what's in Shastra, what's in the holy books, these ancient books of wisdom. So there's a lot to follow. What makes life easy in spirituality is that we work hard at building up our relationships amongst each other. There's nothing more important than that. Sangha is what allows us to make leaps and bounds of advancement in Krishna consciousness. So I think many of us have to work a little bit more on our human skills, our relationships, and not that it's bad, but we can all improve. And that's what a sincere seeker of the truth always strives for, is to see how I can do better. I should not be happy with the position that I'm in at the current time. I need to simply improve. So let us go for that encouragement towards each other. And most of us have been having to be very creative and innovative during this time of COVID-19. We've had to come up with new ways and means to express our love for Krishna and try to help conditioned souls, and very much be compelled by paradukha dukhi, which means that I feel sorry for others. I feel pain for the pain of others. And that should be the compelling factor behind our wanting to share Krishna consciousness. And let's imbibe in the, let's say, compassion of people like Prahlad Maharaj, the great saint who, despite the fact that his father, Hiranyakashipu, was not a person of such good character, he was rather torturous upon his young son. But still, Prahlad didn't look at that. He didn't look at, like he came out unscathed despite the torture. And he just felt that my father needs some help. And my dear Lord, Narsingha, is the name of Krishna, and this avatar is the half man, half lion. Please help my father. Please help him to reach the supreme destination. So everybody has a chance to reach that supreme destination, as Krishna explains in the 9th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Manghi paratavi pasritya yepi supapayoniya striyo vaishyas tata shudras tepi yanti parangati. So that means that everyone can go enter into the kingdom of Krishna. Everyone has that opportunity. And so let us strive together to work tightly together. The challenge is upon us during this pandemic time to familiarity can breed contempt, and that's what happens when sometimes we're in close quarters when you're at home. And of course, we've been very much discouraged from coming together as groups where we thrive on association and that kind of social intercourse, as the term is used by Srila Prabhupada. Let's work together. We don't know, we'll all get through this. We have some months to go, maybe next year. I'm not sure if we'll even have Rath Yatra. The destiny is all in Krishna's hands, and really it's all our providence. So during this time, I mean, really things could be much worse. That's how the devotee usually analyzes things. That if we're working in the kitchen and we got some sabji, to put in the, your khichdi, you might make a little nick and a little blood may be drawn. So you quickly go to the sink and then you pour the gush out, let out all the cold water gush out and try to freeze the situation. And you get a Band-Aid and you get back to work. And the devotee then thinks when he gets back to work, I've done so many bad things in my life. I got a little nick. It's just a little token of karma. Really, I should be having my head cut off for all of my sins, for all of my wrongdoings. So we all are in that boat of bad karma, and we just have to go down that river that will take us back to the ocean, where the ocean is where it's Krishna's domain. And my favorite verse, perhaps one of my favorite verses, really from the Bhagavatam first canto, is expressed by Queen Kunti, where she says, she's expressing to Krishna, my Lord, let my consciousness be drawn to your lotus feet. They are actually going there. My meditations are at your feet, even though I waver. And it's just like the Ganges. It snakes around, it moves around, despite its many, many kilometers of travel. But it does reach the ocean. The waters do spill into there. So let my thoughts, let my renderings of love just spill in at your lotus feet, despite the tendency to waver a little bit here and there. So let us keep that in mind. And even though we may swerve this way and that way, just remember to just hold on tight to the boat, which is supposed to be the boat that is like the ship, which we call Shastra, wisdom that helps us through. The sea captain is the spiritual master who steers this boat, and the winds are the favorable breezes that take the boat down into the right direction. So let us pray to Krishna for this, Those of you who are on this Zoom, I want to thank you very much for being present. And I'm your servant. I'm there for you. Let me know what I can do for you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj. We are your servant. We have received so much from you. Thank you for
I'm your
everything.
servant.
Thank you for everything you do for us, for showing us the path of devotion. Thank you. So Maharaj, next we will have the offerings by the devotees, and I will be now inviting them to share their realization and appreciation. As usual, every year we call upon all the representatives of the GTA temples. So just a few things to note here. Please turn on your video. Maharaj likes it when it's personal, when you call upon. And also everybody else, just stay on mute. And then when I'm calling the name, then you can come in and present your offerings. First name I'll call will be from Toronto. Rudra Prabhu, if you could turn your video on and present your offering on behalf of Toronto. Are you on mute? Okay, so maybe we'll ask somebody else in the meantime. Radha Gopinath Prabhu from Brampton. Would you be able to come online now?
You want to watch on phone?
Okay,
Hare Krishna, can you hear me, please?
Okay, Rudra Prabhu is on. Very good. Go ahead, Prabhu. Rudra Prabhu, you can start.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Maharaj, we offer our obeisances to you, and you have been our guiding spirit, and we all look forward to you as a role model. You are carrying forward the instructions of your Guru Maharaj, and same way we are also following your instructions, and we want to carry forward the mission that you have instructed us, and you were instructed by your Guru Maharaj. Keeping that parampara, we'll do our best to follow your instructions and spread the Krishna consciousness all over. Under your stewardship, the movement has moved further in taken deep roots in Canada, and we want to carry the same thing. You have opened so many centers, you have initiated so many people, you have given so much of inspiration to everybody. Our humble obeisances to you, and we wish you a good health and good spirit and good life, and keep continuing to guide us. And we all wish and pray for your good health and well-being. And if you feel we are going wrong anywhere, please instruct us. Please tell us what to do, what not to do. We look forward to your continued guidance. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Rudra Prabhu. Next, we'll have Radha Gopinath Prabhu from ISKCON Brampton, and then after that, we'll have Mother Dwarka from Scarborough. Go ahead, Radha Gopinath Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Hare Krishna, dear Bhaktimarga Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet on this most glorious day of your Vyas Puja. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, thank you very much for inspiring and encouraging us to spread Srila Prabhupada's mission in Brampton area. Despite your busy schedule, Maharaj, you are always spare time for us and always provide your guidance and advice on various issues related to temple. Many times we become anxious, restless, and morose, but your words of encouragement boost our morale to work hard in service of Srila Prabhupada. Personally, I am very much inspired by you, Maharaj, of your calmness, simplicity, humility, kirtan, and drama. I am very much indebted to you, Maharaj, for your valuable instruction guidance every time. I bug you many times, like Maharaj, for many small questions. I call you, but you always have time for me. Thank you very much, Maharaj. I pray to Shishi Radha Giridhari to keep you healthy so you can inspire and guide us for many, many years to come. Maharaj, please bless me and ISKCON Brampton Council and the congregation so we can serve each and every member of congregation, Srila Prabhupada mission, and serve on realizing your dream. Please shower your blessings on IB congregation so we can progress in Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much, Maharaj, for all your guidance. Your servant Radha Gopinath Das on behalf of ISKCON Brampton congregation. Thank you very much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Radha Gopinath Prabhu. Next, we'll have Mother Dwarka. Mother Dwarka is in Toronto Temple right now, so she will be doing the offering from there. Go ahead, Mataji.
Is that Mother Dwarka? Oh, Mataji, do you want to sit?
Mother Dwarka will be speaking on behalf of ISKCON Scarborough.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, happy Vyas Puja.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, we offer our most respectful and humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your loving divine grace. Maharaj, on this most auspicious day of your Vyas Puja, we the devotee of Scarborough Temple would like to extend our gratitude and heartfelt thank you for all your association, instruction, encouragement, blessings, and most of all, for being our spiritual guide and mentor. Maharaj, upon reflecting on all you have done to please your spiritual master in spreading Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement, you have inspired us to follow in your footsteps. Your spiritual gift as the walking monk inspire many. Your drama captivate the heart of many lost conditioned souls like myself. Maharaj, despite the appearance of COVID-19, we were able to continue with some of our service like performing yajnas, celebrating Janamashmi, Radha Ashmi, Radha Yatra, attending many home programs where we were given the opportunity to share the glory of the holy name. Donation received from this program help us financially in maintaining our temple during this difficult time. All these programs were done successfully because of your guidance and blessing. Maharaj, you stressed the importance of establishing Srila Prabhupada, your spiritual master, and our grand spiritual master, as the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Thank you for your encouragement. We were able to learn a lot from Sureshwara Prabhu, Part 3 series on Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya. Maharaj, because of COVID-19, our fundraising effort in order to obtain a bigger place for accommodation is on hold for the time being. Reason are many people lost their jobs. Many people lost their jobs, and government officials are going through financial challenges. As soon as the situation changes, we will try our best to move on towards with this project, which is very dear to our heart. This service entrusted to us can only be successful if by your mercy we always try to remember that we are the servant of the servant of the servant. With the desire to always be better, with the desire to always serve Lord Chaitanya's mission, Sankirtan movement, we kindly ask you to grant us the strength to face with faith, joy, and vigor all the challenges that the human adventure set up for all, including devotees. Please continue to give us your blessing and guidance so that we can commit our hearts and mine in serving Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Please let us stay united in our determination and dedication to spread this mission. Let us work together cooperatively to bring glories to this movement. Let us always serve the glories of the holy name. Maharaj, please forgive us for any mistake we have committed, knowing or unknowingly. Your insignificant servant of Scarborough, ISKCON Scarborough. Hare Krishna. We love you dearly, Maharaj.
Thank you, Mother Dwarka. Nice offering. Next, we will have Ashoka Krishna Prabhu from ISKCON Milton. Will be speaking on behalf of Milton congregation. Go ahead, Prabhu, and turn on your camera.
Okay, can you hear me, Prabhu?
Yes, we can.
So, Hare Krishna, Bhaktimarga Swami Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to you on this divine occasion, and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, it's my great fortune to offer you Vyas Puja offering on behalf of ISKCON Milton congregation. So, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Maharaj Yudhishthira, while receiving his saintly uncle Vidura, who had been visiting sacred places of pilgrimage, he mentions, Maharaj Yudhishthira mentions that Bhavad Vidha Bhagavatas Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantastena Gadabhrita. Devotees like your good self are verily holy places personified. Because you carry the personality of Godhead within your heart, you turn all places into places of pilgrimage. So as a walking monk, you purify all the remote places on this planet where modern saints seldom wander. You plant the seeds of bhakti in the fortunate souls who otherwise would never be able to get out of the cycle of birth and death. So devotees from ISKCON Milton Yatra wish to congratulate you on this auspicious occasion of your Vyas Puja, and also thank you for all the support and guidance that you have been given to us over the past several years. Following in your footsteps and that of Srila Prabhupada, ISKCON Milton continue to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books via contactless delivery in these challenging pandemic times. You will be glad to know that ISKCON Milton distributed 19 Srimad Bhagavatam sets during the Bhadra campaign and also distributed 450 plus books in Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur book marathon this year. We recently started daily virtual morning japa sessions at ISKCON Milton, where devotees all over GTA are participating and taking inspiration from each other and improving their chanting. We wish to get your blessings and continued guidance for the success of Milton Yatra. Following in the footsteps of Prabhupada, you are tirelessly preaching throughout the world about the glories of Lord and have fully dedicated your life in the preaching mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are very fortunate that we have your association, and also we pray to the merciful Sri Sri Radha Teacher Gopinath to bless you with a long and healthy life. May you continue your relentless preaching efforts and inspire many more fallen souls take up Krishna consciousness seriously. With gratitude and affection, your servants at Milton Yatra. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you, Ashoka Krishna Prabhu. Next, we will have Ananta Shesha Prabhu and Vaishnavi Mataji from Alachua Temple to say a few words from the Alachua congregation. Go ahead, Mataji.
I'm going to be reading offering on behalf of ISKCON of Alachua from Mataji Temple Prasad. All glories and happy birthday to His Holiness Bhaktimarga Swami, a friend to all, a broad-minded, kind-hearted, supportive, creative, humble, and encouraging devotee, fully dedicated to His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada. May you live a long and healthy life and continue to inspire your disciples and all of us. I look forward to the day we can see you in person in Alachua again and enjoy your magnetic kirtans. Hare Krishna. This is from Bukhe Mataji on behalf of Alachua Temple.
Happy birthday, Maharaj.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Mataji. Next, we'll call Mother Prarna to say a few words for Maharaj. Mother Prana is a Prabhupada disciple and the god sister of Maharaj.
Praharna, you're muted.
Unmute. There. Okay. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Please set my obeisances. Yes, you are my family. You are my real brother. I have a blood brother, but this is not like you. You are really my brother. And we've known each other since we were kids. We grew up together. And you're always, somebody I can go to when I have issues, as you call them. And you've helped me in my devotional life through all these years, just being a steady person that I can always relate to and go to with any kind of problems. I really am fortunate to be able to work with you in so many ways. And I think that's Krishna's mercy, Srila Prabhupada's mercy. And again, I just thank you very much and say have a happy, happy birthday. They just keep coming, these birthdays, don't they? And
That's awesome.
When you get to our age, it's like, oh no, not another one. But anyway, happy birthday. And this is a lovely event. Thank you, devotees. It's nice to see a few of you. And I can't wait till we can get back together. But anyway, happy birthday, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Haribol.
Thank you so much, Mother Prana, for these nice words. Next, we will have Krishna Das Kaviraj Prabhuji, who is a godbrother of Maharaj and a disciple of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I just remember, please send my obeisances, glories to Prabhupada, and thank you for helping me so much over the years just to become more and more Krishna conscious. I can remember, in the early days, coming to Toronto in the 70s and seeing you there, and you were always so Brahminical and so enthusiastic to serve, and it was very inspirational for me. And then when Purnamasi and Purnamasi also sends her regards, I just want to say that now before I forget. You were always inspiring us. And when Purnamasi and I finally came to Toronto in 1979, we really felt that we had come home. Almost. It was I still feel Ottawa a very soft spot in my heart for Ottawa, but Toronto definitely became my real home. And you, as my older brother, I have an older brother who was even very religious, but he only brought me so far. And Maharaj, you really picked it up and took off from there. And then I just have a few things I wanted to say, and I hope I don't embarrass you, but I can remember in a conversation one time you were saying to me how, as a boy, when the fair came to town, everybody was all excited. Oh, we get to go to the fair and we get to do so many things and everything. And you were never really felt an attraction for all those things. And so I always thought of that and how you sort of inherently, obviously from a past life, you definitely did not have, you had given up a lot of attraction for the material world. And then I can remember traveling with you on Traveling Sankirtan. We went out to Winterpeg together, and we went to the Far East in Canada, and did so many different times sleeping in the back of the van with boxes over us and everything to try to keep warm, and going out and distributing candles in all kinds of different circumstances, candles and paintings and all kinds of different paraphernalia to help pay for the temple. And honestly, later on, even when I became treasurer and you were still out there collecting, it definitely, if you added up everything that, Maharaj collected, well over $1 million for the Toronto temple. So it was, probably even 2 or 3 million over the years that he went out. And so it's like, that's surrender. So many people are giving donations and that, and they're surrendering whatever they can. But Maharaj, you surrendered your entire life and gave everything. And it was just so inspirational. And I was thinking today about that time when we were, I think, in Cobalt, Ontario, and we had the whole van packed with Back to Godhead magazines, and we had been distributing paraphernalia a little farther north in Ontario. I think we were coming back maybe even from Timmins or somewhere. And we had 30 cases of Back to Godhead magazines, and there were 200 magazines in each case. So we had about 6,000 magazines, and we pulled into, on the way down, we were just thinking, we've got to distribute these magazines. How are we going to distribute these magazines? So we were driving through Cobalt, Ontario, and we saw the post office. And Maharaj had the idea, well, let's go in and ask them, is it possible to get one of these magazines in, and let's just see how much it would cost to have a magazine put in every post box in the town. And so we went in and we found out it wasn't going to be very much. I think it ended up being maybe $100, which was, or not even, maybe $70 or something like that. And so we carried all the cases, into the post office, and they put a Back to Godhead magazine in every post office box. Every home, every apartment, every business got a Back to Godhead magazine in Cobalt, Ontario. So, that was just some of the things that, some of the times and the different austerities that we shared. And it was just so wonderful to, be in your association and to still be in your association. I mean, Praharna said the birthdays keep on coming, but it's a lot better than the alternative. And so let's hope that you have many, many more birthdays, and, we can celebrate them together. Hopefully, when this COVID situation's over, in a more face-to-face manner. And I know that you inspire so many people. You especially inspire the youth with the dramas, and so many of the youth in our congregations are taking part in Krishna consciousness due to your inspiration. And so many young people have been drawn in, and now are taking part in the Sankirtan movement, in the book distribution and helping with festival organization. And so you've been instrumental in bringing all those people, and it's so great that, you go to Mayapur and all over the world, you're presenting these dramas and engaging young people in those communities as well. So that is probably one of your biggest contributions to ISKCON, is that you're engaging the young people, because a lot of the young people in different places where you don't go, they're drifting away from Krishna consciousness. But because wherever you go and you're engaging the young people in Krishna consciousness, you're assuring the future of Krishna consciousness around the world. And Srila Prabhupada said that the youth are definitely the real treasure of the future, and you are, finding that treasure and cultivating it. So I thank you very much, Maharaj, and just, your inspiration to, especially, I know that you are very interested in connecting all your disciples with Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. And I know that Sureshwara in his talks was just really talking about how a true spiritual master, a true spiritual guide, is somebody who is connecting somebody more and more to Srila Prabhupada. And I know that that is your focus. So I really thank you so much for that. And happy birthday. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
For Purnamasi.
Yes, Jai, thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much for a nice offering. We've asked some disciples to send their offerings, Maharaj, and then there are some offerings on social media as well. So I'll ask Vaishnavi Mataji to read some of them. Unfortunately, we cannot read all of them, we'll see what we have and what time permits. And to everyone, after the offerings, then we will be closing with a cake cutting ceremony, which is tradition. So go ahead, Mataji, if you can read some of those.
Okay. Agni Puran Das from Argentina. He is writing, all glories to your lotus feet, dear Maharaj. Thank you for blessing our life with your instructions and presence. Dhanavad from Argentina. And Prabhu Dev Ramachandra, Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Dandavad Pranam, all glories to your lotus feet. Happy Vyas Puja. And Madan Singh, Hare Krishna Maharaj, happy Christmas birthday to you. May Lord continue to bless you with good health. And Sulovan, Krishni, and few others from YouTube as well say happy birthday. There are like few, at least 10 of them. I don't want. You can. Back to you.
Thank you. And do we have some offerings from some of the disciples? Okay. All right. So we'll move on to the next part of the program, which is the cake cutting ceremony, Maharaj. And so before that, Maharaj, I have two more persons that wanted to talk, to say something. First is Ugresh Prabhu. He has an offering. So Ugresh Prabhu, can you unmute yourself and read your offering? No? Okay, so while Ugresh Prabhu, maybe he's on mute, we have Pushta Krishna Das and Tejasvi Devidasi. You unmute yourself and read your offering.
Hare Krishna, can you read?
Yes, we can hear.
Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Prabhu. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu, we can.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, please speak.
Speak.
No, there is a delay in video. That's why I think.
Go ahead, Prabhu. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavad Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I am very blessed to be your disciple. You had always been so merciful in my life.
Keep talking. Just keep talking.
Ukresh Prabhu, you have the YouTube on, which is creating a loop. Please turn the YouTube off and then you can speak. That way the loop will not be there. So in the meantime, somebody else can go.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm clear.
Okay.
I'll repeat again. Hare Krishna, Maharaj, Dandavad Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I'm very blessed to be your disciple. You had always been so merciful and inspiring in my life to show me and my wife Urvi Devidasi by your examples how to be good devotee and serve in the mood of Radharani to all Krishna consciousness devotee and others. We have lots of memories of your personal companionship during our outing to Cuba, Pelee Island, Owen Sound, ISKCON Toronto, and many more instances. Lot more to learn under your guidance. Please give us blessing to me and my family to be able to serve Krishna conscious. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you.
Dandavat pranam.
Thank you, Prabhu. We have one more name, Pushta Krishna Prabhu. I didn't see him in the chat window. So Pushta Krishna Prabhu, if you're there, can you unmute yourself? Okay, Maharaj, so I think we'll continue with the rest of the program. So there's some devotees there who have made some arrangements for the cake. So we can now proceed with the cake cutting ceremony.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bless you. Hare Krishna.
How do we get the cake, Maharaj?
And maybe afterwards, towards the end, everybody can unmute and say Hare Krishna to Maharaj. While we have...
This is a gorgeous cake. And it is beautifully done, very creative. It's a scene in the fall with the maple trees. It's really quite amazing. So I don't dare go near the trees. I'll just cut a corner and Hare Krishna. Here we go. Jai. Jai.
Jai.
And this is for everybody. So go right in. I think I'm supposed to eat it.
This cake is made by Panchami.
By Panchami,
Mother Panchami.
thank you.
Oh, Panchami. Made by Panchami.
Cake number 2.
This is by Uttamananda Prabhu.
Oh my God. Our very own Uttamananda. 3-layered. My God. What an angel he is. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. To you. Hare Krishna. To you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. To you.
Both are very wonderful. I'm eating in front of the deities. It's a real big Thank you, everyone.
Hare Krishna. So we're just gonna, Maharaj, I think Andrea was saying that some devotees want to say hello.
So if everybody want to say Haribol before we wrap up here, or you could go on.
Happy Vyas Puja, Maharaj.
Thank you, Rasaraj. Thank you, Amal Purana, for that beautiful kirtan. That was so nice. Thank you, Rudradev. Thank you, Praharna. There's a piece for you. I think we have Dhruva from Calgary up over there. At Anutama's place, we have Rain from let's see, Florida, right?
Correct.
Yay. Haribol, no, Grace, thank you. I need another massage. What else? Okay. We have Savya Sachin. He's on there somewhere. Looks like he's in outer space. Thank you for the nice poem. It was beautiful, Savya Sachin. Thank you for everyone. And I'd like to thank the opportunity to really appreciate Abhidaya, who's in Vancouver, She did make a video. I couldn't access it, but she's done a lot of work for me in the last so many years. So I appreciate her and everybody else. Thank you, Prabhus. Please enjoy the fall weather. Get out there, build up your resistance, your immunity towards the wicked COVID-19. Okay? Hare Krishna. Keep
Hare
serving.
Krishna.
Increase.
Enjoy the
Thank you,
cake.
Maharaj.
Double it. Double your savings.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
My garland to all of you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj. Our deepest thank to all the devotees who helped during this Vyasa Puja celebration, all the devotees who worked with Maharaj, those who prepared prasadam today, the cake, garlands, and many other services. Thank you so much, and we'll meet again. Hare Krishna.
We're going to go downstairs now. We're eating so late.
Indra Prabhu, my request was that